All right, so today we're going to be taking a deep dive into ACCEO Retail-1.
Oh.
And for anyone who doesn't know, this is a POS system,
Right.
but it's not for like your average, corner store or anything. This is for like massive retailers.
Huge.
Hundreds of locations, tons of inventory.
Yeah.
And they have to manage a ton of customers.
Yeah.
And that all comes with its own set of challenges.
It really does. And one of the things that's really fascinating about ACCEO Retail-1 is that it's non-cloud based.
Really?
Which is pretty unusual these days.
Yeah, in this day and age, everyone's telling you.
Everything's got to be in the cloud.
Yeah, got to go to the cloud.
But for these really large retailers, there are some big advantages to having everything on premises.
So what are some of those?
Well, first off, you get a lot more control over your system and your data.
That makes sense.
And when you're dealing with the sheer volume of transactions and the kind of sensitive customer information that these big retailers handle.
And cybersecurity, too.
Absolutely. Cybersecurity is a big one these days. And with an on-premises system, you're not relying on an internet connection to access your data or process transactions.
Right.
So if the internet goes down, you're not dead in the water.
That makes a lot of sense.
It's about robustness, resilience.
Okay, so speaking of things that are really popular these days, we got to talk about omnichannel.
Yeah.
So how does ACCEO Retail-1 help create that seamless experience for shoppers, whether they're online or in a store?
Well, think of ACCEO Retail-1 as the central nervous system connecting all the different pieces of a retailer's operation.
Okay.
So you've got the online store, the physical POS systems in the stores, inventory databases. All of that is talking to each other in real time.
Okay, so let me give you like a specific example.
Yeah.
So let's say I'm shopping online.
Okay.
And I want to buy those limited edition sneakers that everyone's going crazy for, but I don't want them shipped.
Right.
I want to go pick them up at the store. So with ACCEO Retail-1, the system would know to hold that pair of sneakers for me.
Exactly. It prevents someone from accidentally selling the last pair right before you get there.
Okay, that's great.
It also goes even further than that.
Okay.
Imagine a customer's browsing for jeans online. They add a few pairs to their cart, but they don't actually complete the purchase.
Okay.
Then later that day, they walk into a physical store. With ACCEO Retail-1, a sales associate can actually see that the customer was browsing jeans online.
Oh, wow.
And they can use that information to offer personalized recommendations, maybe suggest a complimentary top or some accessories.
So it's all about making the customer feel like that you're paying attention to what they're actually doing and wanting.
It's that personalized touch that makes a big difference.
Wow, that's really cool. Okay, let's move on to inventory, because for a retailer with hundreds of stores, that's got to be a nightmare.
Yeah, inventory management can be a real headache for these large companies. But ACCEO Retail-1 really helps to streamline things with centralized inventory.
What is that exactly?
So basically, it gives retailers a real-time view of all their inventory across all their locations.
So no more calling around to different stores to find something?
Exactly.
Okay, so that must prevent a lot of headaches.
It does. It helps retailers make sure that the right products are available at the right place at the right time.
That makes sense.
It minimizes those frustrating stockouts for customers.
Yeah.
But it also helps retailers avoid overstocking, which can tie up a lot of capital.
Right.
So it's a win-win for everyone involved.
Okay, so now I want to talk about customer engagement.
Okay.
So how does ACCEO Retail-1 go beyond just processing transactions and actually help retailers build relationships with their customers?
It's not just about moving products, right?
Right.
It's about fostering that sense of loyalty and connection. And ACCEO Retail-1 has some really powerful CRM tools.
CRM.
Yeah, customer relationship management. These tools allow retailers to understand their customers on a deeper level.
And what can they do with that information?
Well, for example, imagine being able to tailor promotions based on a customer's past purchases.
Okay.
So let's say someone regularly buys organic produce.
Right.
You can use ACCEO Retail-1 to send them targeted discounts on new organic products or upcoming sales in that category.
It's like having a personal shopper for every customer.
It's about creating those personalized touches that make customers feel valued and appreciated.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so now I want to talk about gift cards.
Okay.
ACCEO Retail-1 has this dedicated gift card module called MoneyCard.
That's right.
And I'm hearing it's pretty unique.
It really is. I think the biggest thing that sets MoneyCard apart is the instant gratification factor.
Okay, what do you mean by that?
So imagine you buy a gift card for a friend at one store location.
Mm-hmm.
With MoneyCard, they can turn around and immediately use that gift card at any other store in the chain.
Oh, wow. So no waiting for activation or anything like that.
Nope, it's instant, no syncing issues or anything.
That's got to make customers happy.
It definitely does. Convenience is key these days.
Yeah, and I bet it helps with customer loyalty too.
Absolutely. Gift cards are a great way to drive repeat business.
Okay, so let's get into the specifics of how MoneyCard works.
Sure.
Is it a separate system or is it integrated with ACCEO Retail-1?
It's fully integrated, so there's no need for any additional hardware or any complicated setups.
So how does a cashier actually activate one of these MoneyCard gift cards?
It's super simple.
Okay.
They scan the cards. SKU.
A SKU, and it's SKU, pronounced SKU, right?
That's right.
Okay.
And then they enter the amount that's being loaded onto the card.
And that's it?
That's it. The card's activated and ready to go.
Okay, but what about all the behind-the-scenes stuff, like managing card balances, reloads, deactivations, all of that?
Don't worry, ACCEO Retail-1 has tools to handle all of that.
Okay.
Retailers can easily check balances, process reloads, deactivate lost or stolen cards. They can even transfer balances between cards if they need to.
Okay.
It's all designed to be really user-friendly and efficient.
And I bet that saves retailers a lot of time and hassle.
It definitely does.
Okay, so we've covered a lot of ground already.
We have.
But there's still so much more to explore when it comes to ACCEO Retail-1.
Yeah, we've only just scratched the surface.
So let's take a quick break and then we'll come back and dive even deeper into the world of ACCEO Retail-1.
Sounds good. And one of the things I really like about MoneyCard is how flexible it is for retailers.
Okay.
They can create as many different cards as they need.
Oh,
You know, they can customize the designs.
oh, cool.
They can even offer bulk discounts.
Oh, that's a good idea, especially around the holidays.
Exactly. It's perfect for those big gift card rushes.
That's smart.
Yeah, so it's not a one-size-fits-all solution.
Okay.
You know, it can really adapt to different retail strategies.
So it's customizable.
Very much so.
Okay, so we talked about in-store purchases,
Right.
but what about online shopping?
Yeah, that's a great question because these days people are buying everything online.
Yeah, pretty much everything.
From groceries to furniture, you name it.
So does MoneyCard work online too?
It does. MoneyCard integrates seamlessly with all the popular e-commerce platforms.
Like what?
Like Shopify, Magento.
Uh-huh.
So it doesn't matter if a customer is browsing your website or standing in your store,
Right.
they can use their MoneyCard just as easily.
That makes a lot of sense.
It creates that consistent experience across all channels.
Okay, so now I want to talk about security
Okay.
because gift cards, unfortunately, can be a target for fraud.
Yeah, that's true.
So how does MoneyCard protect both the retailers and the customers?
Well, security is a top priority, especially when you're dealing with financial transactions.
Mhm.
And one of the ways MoneyCard addresses this is by giving each card a unique identifier.
So each card is like its own fingerprint.
That's a good way to put it. It makes it much harder to counterfeit or duplicate the cards.
That makes sense.
And then on top of that, if a customer loses their card or it gets stolen,
Right.
retailers can easily deactivate it.
Oh, no.
And they can even transfer the remaining balance to a new card for the customer.
So the customer doesn't lose their money.
Exactly.
Right.
That's great.
It gives customers that peace of mind.
Okay, so let's talk about promotions
All right.
because everyone loves a good deal.
Oh, yeah.
So how can retailers use MoneyCard to create those enticing promotions that drive sales?
Well, MoneyCard is a really great tool for running all sorts of creative promotions.
Okay, like what?
Well, think buy a $50 gift card, get $10 off.
Ooh, I like that one.
Or you could offer bonus rewards for using your MoneyCard during a certain week
Okay.
or on specific product categories.
Yeah.
There are so many possibilities.
And that's good for both the customer and the retailer?
Exactly. It's a win-win.
Okay, so let's zoom out for a second and talk about data.
All right.
Because in retail today, data is king.
It really is. So how does ACCEO Retail-1 help retailers harness all that data?
Well, ACCEO Retail-1 is more than just a POS system.
Okay.
It's a data powerhouse.
In what way?
It tracks everything.
Like what?
Sales trends, inventory levels, customer demographics,
Wow.
purchasing history, all of it.
Okay, so what can retailers do with all that information?
They can analyze it,
Okay.
extract valuable insights.
So it's not just about seeing how many units were sold last month.
It's about understanding the why behind the numbers.
Okay, give me an example.
Okay, imagine you're a clothing retailer and you notice that a certain style of jeans is suddenly really popular with women in a specific age group.
Yep.
With ACCEO Retail-1, you can dig deeper into that data and see what else those customers are buying.
Like other clothing items or?
Exactly. Maybe they're also buying certain tops or accessories.
Okay.
And then you can use that information to create targeted marketing campaigns,
Okay.
offer personalized recommendations, adjust your inventory.
Oh, wow. That's powerful.
It's all about using data to create a more personalized and engaging shopping experience.
Okay, so let's bring it back to MoneyCard.
Right.
What kind of data insights can retailers get from their gift card program?
Oh, tons of valuable insights.
Like what?
They can track activation rates,
Okay.
average purchase amounts. They can even see which locations are selling the most gift cards.
So if one location isn't selling as many, they can figure out why and try to fix it.
Exactly. It's all about using data to make informed decisions.
Okay, so MoneyCard isn't just a payment option.
Right.
It's a source of valuable data.
It is.
Okay, so we've talked about ACCEO Retail-1. We've talked about MoneyCard.
Mm-hmm.
But before we wrap up, I want to talk about the future of retail.
Okay.
Because technology is constantly evolving. Customer expectations are changing.
Absolutely.
So how is ACCEO staying ahead of the curve?
Well, ACCEO is really committed to innovation,
Okay.
and they're constantly evolving ACCEO Retail-1, adding new features, enhancing existing ones, trying to keep up with that ever-changing retail landscape.
So what are some of the things they're focusing on?
Well, one big area is mobile.
Oh?
Everyone's on their smartphones these days.
Yeah.
Customers want to be able to browse, compare prices, even make purchases.
Right, from their phone.
Exactly. So ACCEO is developing a lot of mobile-friendly tools that integrate seamlessly with Retail-1.
So they're creating that true omni-channel experience.
That's the goal.
Okay, what else?
Another big area is data analytics.
Okay.
We've talked about all the data that ACCEO Retail-1 collects,
Right.
but the real value comes from being able to analyze that data and extract those actionable insights.
So they're giving retailers the tools to actually understand their data.
Exactly. They're developing these really sophisticated analytics dashboards that allow retailers to visualize their data, identify trends, make better decisions.
So it's not just about having the data, it's about knowing what to do with it.
That's exactly right.
Okay, so for those large retailers out there that are thinking about implementing ACCEO Retail-1, what are some of the key benefits they can expect to see?
Well, first and foremost, ACCEO Retail-1 streamlines operations.
Okay.
That's centralized inventory management,
Right.
reduces waste, prevents stockouts, makes sure the products are available when and where the customers want them.
So that saves retailers money and it makes customers happy.
Absolutely. It's a win-win.
Okay, what else?
Well, it also enhances the customer experience.
Okay.
That omnichannel integration creates a seamless journey for shoppers.
Yeah, we talked about that.
And then MoneyCard adds that extra layer of convenience and personalization that builds loyalty.
So happier customers, increased sales, and a more efficient operation.
Exactly.
Sounds like a pretty good deal.
It is. It gives retailers the tools they need to succeed in today's market.
Okay, so I think we've covered just about everything.
I think so.
We've learned a lot about ACCEO Retail-1
We have.
and MoneyCard
Yeah,
and how they can help large retailers thrive in this ever-changing world of retail.
absolutely.
So if you're a retailer and you want to learn more about ACCEO Retail-1, you can give them a call at 888-353-5888.
Okay.
Or you can send an email at sales.retail@acceo.com.
That's right.
All right, well, that's it for this deep dive into ACCEO Retail-1 and MoneyCard.
It's been a pleasure.
Thanks for joining me.
Thanks for having me.
And until next time, happy diving.
Bye.